Hello everyone, my name is Hương Nguyen and today I will talk to you about the emergency situations I experienced in my life and what I did to save other people's lives. A couple of months ago, after the meeting, my boss was collapsed and he fell down from the stairs. I was in panic. I was really afraid. Even though I was trying to call his name and shook him gently, he wasn't response, and there was no response, and I came to realize that there are side of life-threatening emergency. The first action I took, I called 911 or asked some colleagues standing next to me call 911 to get professional help on the way and check for the breathing and responsiveness. I think it is really important for a quick action, to prevent brain death. In terms of care and response, I would provide care first. Because my boss was unresponsive, I would do CPR immediately, and I would tell you the exactly step by step what I did to save his life. The first thing I did was ensure the scene is safe by making sure that everyone back up and no one was close to the victim. And because I don't want to put myself and my boss at risk. And the next step I would do is I check the responsiveness and breath by tap his shoulder and call his name. Hey, Miss Johnson, are you okay? And I look for the normal breathing. After that, I asked my colleague standing next to me call 911 to get professional help. Next, I position him on his back on the firm position, and I don't want to put him laying down on the stairs. It was really dangerous. And the most important thing is make sure that you give CPR on the right way. I started with a chest compression in the center of the chest, and at the recommended rate and depth. The next step I did was open the airway and give the rescue breath. At that time, I feel blessed, and I was really happy because I was been trained by my teachers how to do CPR correctly, and I just applied what I've been trained by from the lessons, and I did open the airway and give the rescue breath and look for the obstructions in the mouth. Only remove visible objects will be accepted. And then last but not least, I continue to chest compressions and breaths until AEDs arrives or my boss shows the signs of life. In terms of reflection and safety, I actually worried about infection risk and safety concern because, as you can see, there is a risk of bloodborne or a respiratory infection when given, give breath skill and performing CPR. So I would like to use the barrier device if available, and I also need to ensure that the room is safe, safe at removing some obstacles that are put some many people at risk, or we keeping other people away from collapsed person. When it comes to the hardest part in this situation, the first thing springs in my mind would be, staying calm while I was doing CPR on my boss. Seeing a person working closely to you with collapse was really stressful for me, and there was actually definitely a pressure to act quickly under intense emergency, and the fear of making mistake was really overwhelming for me. But staying calm and staying focused was what was I doing was really important for his survival. And I told myself that I rather doing something than doing nothing.